Hi! In the last video about RAG, we simply explained how it worked. In this video, we will see an application. We will see the code that will allow us to build an application to which you can upload a PDF, and with the Retrieval Augmented Generation technology, you can ask questions about. So, without further saying, let's dive in the code. Okay, that's the last module for the final project. There's a specialization from IBM about large language models, and in this project you will build a bot that will read a document. Okay, so it is RAG. You see in practice what we discussed in the last video theoretically. I'm not going to tell you how to solve the whole thing, it would be cheating. But the purpose of this video is to explain in practice how this works. How can you easily build a RAG, okay? Retrieval Augmented Generation. First of all, good practice to install indeed a virtual environment. So I just copy and paste it here. And enter. Voila, this is working. Here you have all the needed libraries. By the way, this is on a virtual machine given by IBM. If it was on my machine, I would have to create a file, so requirements.txt, and then having the password. But this will be another video maybe. So let's install all the dependencies. Okay, installation done. Now you are really building the code. So you have to create a Python file, a script, very easy. New file. So will be Quaybot. Voila, I create the file. That's it. In reality, the code is already given, but spoiler, if you want to pass this, you cannot just copy and paste. This is a demo, so don't think you are going to cheat just copy and pasting, but okay. So first of all, you import the libraries. What do we have? Watson AI, foundation models, the model inference, generation text, etc. This is all connected to Watson X, the IBM LLM, okay? If you want, you can change this with another large language model, say from OpenAI, but this is given by IBM. LangChain is what allows us to do operation, for example, text splitting, when we do chunking, to create a vector store, to connect to IBM Watson AI, to the model. Important, we have document loaders. So this is a module that allows us to give documents to the program, to the backend. And Gradio. What is Gradio? Gradio is a library that allows us to easily make a front end, a web page that is intuitive for the user. Let's copy this and let's paste. Initialize the LLM, so open source Mistral AI. As I said, this is from Watson X from IBM. That's it, that's your LLM, what will read your document. We discussed this project last time, the document loader. as I said, so that you can upload, in this case, a PDF. There are other loaders, for example, for text file or for Word. Okay, this can be the subject of another video again. That's it. And chunking. You remember from last video that we don't supply the whole document for the LLM. We need to divide it in chunks. There are several strategies for splitting the document into smaller pieces. This recursive character text splitter does the job well for what we need to do. That's it. And the vector database. That's where the embeddings are stored. Okay, so we have embedding and chunks and embedding model. The chunks are transformed into vectors and stored in this Chroma vector database. Right, what's an embedding is our server that will take the text and spit out the vectors, which are called embeddings, said in a very crude way. That's it, another definition. And the retriever, what will match our query to the chunks that it will retrieve. Notice that this goes to call other modules. That's it. And finally, the chain. So, the LLM, we have it from the previous function, the retriever, see above. We have just to define a file and a query, and this will be matched. Okay? So, this will connect to the API. That's it. And finally, the interface. Okay? Gradio interface, as I said, is what will give the web page that we will see at the end. File, text box where we put the input query, and the title will be RAG chatbot, which is fair enough. I'm not going to change this. And finally, the launch code. Important, server, okay, server name is just the local machine, and server port 7860. We will need to use it later. And that's it. File, let's save it. Yes, this is like the whole code. I'm not going through it again. And let's run it. So this now is launched. However, we need to connect and launch this website. For this, we have this button, the port, and that's it. This will open it in the browser of the virtual machine. That's it. This is in French because my computer now is in French. Allez. Let's see if it can read French. That's a simple file that explains diving. Submit. Let's see. Voila. provides information about the ideal times to go scuba diving in Guadeloupe, so in the Caribbean. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed. So you can see with a simple script, we can easily build a RAG chatbot, an application that reads the document, right? I hope you enjoyed the video and see you the next time.